Hello students, I welcome you in this my today's lecture. Viewers, we would like to discuss about interactions between cell and environments. Actually, we had discussed a lot about it and few more things have been left and we have to discuss them. So students, first of all, I would introduce myself. Dr. Preeti Mathur, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SPC, Government College, Ajmer. So, students, let us start. In continuation with the previous parts of my lecture, that was part 1 and part 2, I told you about different types of calyx, phospholipids, proteins, and other different types of intrinsic and extrinsic proteins which are present in the cell membranes, and they are macro and micromolecules which enter inside the cell plasma membrane. In this slide you can see the extracellular space. Here collagens, then these provide the insoluble framework that determines mechanical properties of the matrix. You can see in the diagram also. Sometimes there are abnormalities in collagen formation, and these abnormalities they lead to serious disorders. The extracellular space. Now here you can see in this slide there are collagens, different types of collagens which are shown. We name it like type 1, by type 2, type 3, and there are also fibrillar collagens present. They assemble into rigid form and cable-like fibrils, hence they assemble like fibers. For example, tendon. Collagens are parallel to tendons, thus parallel to pulling actions. In this slide you can see the extracellular space where sometimes there are abnormalities which I told you previously, and ये abnormalities जो हैं ये fibrillary collagens के disturb होने से या उनके formation से होती हैं और they can lead to serious disorders. You can see the picture. You see the person lying here. It is not looking normal. There are sometimes mutation in genes, and encoding type collagen can produce osteogenesis imperfecta. I repeat again, it is osteogenesis imperfecta. This happens, and you can see the picture. Here the bones, they have all become curved. His legs and hands, their bones are curved, so the structure has been changed. It is not a normal structure over here. Here again in this picture you can see the extracellular space. Mutation in genes encoding type 2 after the properties of cartilage tissue causing dwarfism and skeleton deformities. So what is mutation? Mutation is change in genes, and there is encoding type 2, and after the properties of cartilage tissue causing dwarfism means less growth, and there are various types of skeletal deformities. Mutations in other collagen genes that are related in collagen matrix structure can lead to Ehlers-Danlos syndromes. What? Ehlers-Danlos syndromes. So this is about hyperflexible joints. This is about hyperflexible joints, means the cartilage, it remains cartilage only and it doesn't become hard. Hence the kid or a human being, it becomes hyperflexible in the structure of their skeletal muscles and skeleton. In this slide you can clearly see the picture, and here their fiber like structure is being shown. In this extracellular space Not all collagens form fibrils. I want to tell you, some forms and some don't. Collagen type 4 is non-fibrillar and is restricted to the basement membrane. You can see again nicely. Here in this diagram you can clearly see there is a structure TS of kidney shown, and here some portion has been enlarged, more enlarged, and in this portion you can see the glomerulus tubules. What you can see? The glomerulus tubules. See, the glomerular basement membrane is also been shown in this, and there are different types of collecting ducts. In this structure of kidney you can clearly see the diagram of glomerulus or glomerular basement membrane. There are different types of tubules: proximal convoluted tubule, different delayed part of this proximal tubule, and then you can see the Henle's loop, this, and then finally all these material it collects in the collecting duct. So mutations in type 4 collagen genes causes Alport syndrome. It is a kidney disease in which glomerular basement membrane is disrupted. You can see the basement membrane is disrupted. This I wanted to show in this slide. So here the proteoglycans, protein polysaccharide complex with a core protein attached to glycosaminoglycans, GAGs, and these GAGs have a repeating disaccharide structure, negatively charged. This structure is negatively charged. Negatively charged GAGs attract lots of cations, which in turn attract water, forming a porous hydrated gel. Function is to be able to withstand compressional forces through hydration and swelling pressure. It is also called as turgor pressure to the tissues. So the viewers, I thank you over here only in this part of my lecture. Thank you again for patiently hearing me so nicely, and again we will discuss more about other lectures, and there is another part of this lecture of mine. We'll discuss it in my next lecture. I again introduce myself. I am Dr. Preeti Mathur, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SPC, Government College, Ajmer. So students, be tuned. Thank you.